Well, guys, this this is rock bottom right here. Raptors lose to the Houston Rockets in a blowout, and the Raptors could not score 100 points in this game, and they just couldn't defend the Houston Rockets all game long. The Houston Rockets are coming off a back-to-back. The Raptors are coming off a back-to-back. So both teams have an equivalent amount of mileage on them and fatigue from the previous game. The Rockets are on a 20-game losing streak. Raptors 8-game losing streak. One streak had to bend and break, but one factor that most people didn't keep track of is that the Raptors have lost 10 of their last 11 games, and their last win was against these Houston Rockets. So the Raptors losing streak probably is like 11 games losing streak. 8 games doesn't seem as bad as 11, but they've been losing a lot of games, and this was no different. The Raptors' flaws were exposed once again. They cannot rebound, and they cannot score in the paint. The Raptors really don't have a big man or a scoring threat inside because Aaron Baines is non-existent. He cannot play. Chris Boucher does most of his damage on the outside. And Pascal Siakam, for whatever it is, ever since the injury or COVID, he hasn't been the same. Yes, he scores points, but he doesn't get the rebounds. He doesn't get the blocks. He doesn't make those game-changing moments that the Raptors really need. And he's got to destroy the smaller guys inside. And he did a good job of doing that early on, but it wasn't like he was dominating, He set up for some threes, set up for some jumpers, and honestly, whenever he drives, he just feels like he's off balance, and he's never going to hit that one when he's driving right and he has to throw it up off the glass high. It just seems like a tough shot that he continues to take, and he did that multiple times in this game. But you know what? This game was about the defense, and the Raptors could not defend. John Wall had triple-double tonight. He had 19 points, 10 and 10, but he took 30 shots. So the Raptors did a great job of defending him. But his drives, he kept dissecting the Raptors defense, cut him up, drive and kick, and you gotta give some credit to the Rockets. Guys like Tate, guys like Daniel House, they were making shots. Christian Wood, who had 0 points in the first half, had 19 points in the second half. They really turned up the fire there, and the Raptors lost the last quarter by 16 points, which was the difference in this one, because the game could have went either way after those first 3 quarters. But you know what? Tensions were high, and Bembry gets randomly ejected in this one as he's trying to fight for a call. The Raptors were down most of this game, and it was just frustrating to watch this team play. And then we find out after the game that Pascal Siakam lashed out at Nick Nurse for not playing him fourth quarter minutes, is what the report is. And I did say in the previous game he got benched in the fourth quarter. Didn't even see a minute when the Raptors made that huge comeback to really cut into the lead and maybe steal that game. But you know what? They ended up losing anyway. I think that was against the Cavs. But you know what? You gotta bench your guy if he's not playing well. That's plain and simple. If you're not playing well, if you're not making an effort, not making an impact, you don't deserve to be on the court. And you gotta hand to Patrick McCaw at that time. He was making his presence felt. He changed the momentum of the game. And for Pascal Siakam, this Raptors team isn't known for having lash outs and disgruntled superstars. But you know what? Pascal Siakam, I think the fault falls on you. Nick Nurse will not be yanking you out of the starting lineup if you're not playing well. If you're playing well, I mean. He's not yanking you out of the starting lineup. And you gotta look at yourself in the mirror and just play better. Plain and simple. You're not helping us win games, and this team really needs a goddamn win right now. It is now a 9-game losing streak. The Raptors are pretty much falling out of the playoff picture, but a good streak can get them back into it. But it doesn't look like there's any light at the end of the tunnel. And with the trade deadline coming soon, in the next couple of days, I expect Norman Powell and Kyle Lowry to be on the market. I don't see this team doing any damage in the playoffs, first off. So what's the point of being mediocre? Nothing. And this team really has nothing to gain right now. So I say tank it. Blow it up. Trade your guys. Get some young prospects and rebuild. Because this team, it just didn't have it. A note that I forgot to mention is that OG Anunoby did not play this game due to rest. But I don't think OG could have helped this team. They just couldn't defend. They weren't like on a string defensively. They couldn't score efficiently. So many problems. They couldn't get to the line. And they were dominant in almost every single category tonight. It was just a struggle to watch this team play. It was frustrating. And this team gave me no hope that they're going to win this game. To be honest, from the beginning to the end, they just couldn't put together a good 3-4 minutes. And if you can't do that, you don't even deserve to win a game like that. But it is what it is. VanVleet was your best player tonight. 27 points, 8 and 2. Honestly, he played a solid game. He shot the ball while he was creating for his teammates. He was playing tough. And he did a great job tonight. Pascal Siakam did have 21 and 10. But you know what? It didn't feel like an impact for 21 and 10. The Raptors really need more defense and more rebounding. They need a big man in the trade deadline. And Tristan Thompson or Rashawn Holmes, one of those guys could help this team. But it remains to be seen who gets traded for those guys or if we even get those guys at all. But yeah, the tank is on, I think. Guys, let me know what you guys think. Who should the Raptors trade for? What do you guys think of tonight's game? Or was Pascal Siakam wrong for lashing out? Let me know in the comments down below. Guys, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the Raptors Wrap Up. Until next time. Peace.